I mean, goddamn, we do this shit every fucking year. Both of them is gonna fuck both of their picks off. I mean, and it's gonna be the same old story.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Hood Report Podcast. You know why we are here. As we are recording this, today is actually Earth Day. So we're actually really excited. We've got a lot to talk to you guys about.
Happy Earth Day. You know your boy Q celebrated Earth Day good.
Well, here on the podcast, we're not just talking about Earth Day. By the time you guys are seeing this, probably a little past that. But instead, we got a double feature on the podcast today. So I hope you're excited, because today we are breaking down all the chaos and surprises from round one of the 2025 NFL Draft, especially the QB's picks that will kind of shake the board. Then we're going to flip to, the hardwood for the raw and unfiltered recap of the NBA playoffs so far. So who's really built for the moment? Who's folding under pressure? We got a lot to talk about. And we're also going to be talking a little bit about the experts' takes on real talk and some wild predictions. So you might as well stick around for everything. But let's get started with just talking about the first round. How about Martin, you get us started?
Hey guys, it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen here. Now, the obvious pick, of course, everybody talking about Cam, Ward coming out for sure. So he's probably going to be the number one pick. But if we're talking about quarterbacks, I think it's going to be very interesting to see where Shedeur goes. Everybody's worried about where Shedeur is going. The word in the hood right now is that he's taking a big drop because people I don't know, they're not feeling good about him. I don't know why. I mean, the guy, he proved what he can do. But it seems like the teams are kind of taking a slight bad look at him, and from what I heard is that he's really sliding. So, but we'll see how that work out. But overall, to me, defense wins. So let's get into some of these defensive players. That boy Carter, he should be one of the top picks for sure. That boy edge rusher, I'm gonna tell you something. He reminded me of my boy Von Miller. But that's a story for another day. You got him. You got that boy from Georgia, Walker. He's a very good defensive player. And then to my cornerbacks, you got to my boy Will Johnson, University of Michigan. Defense will win. So I think there's gonna be a lot of defensive players picked up, especially in the top 10, because the other quarterbacks I'm kind of iffy on. Besides Ward and Shedeur, I'm not big on none of these other quarterbacks. I'm really not. So what's y'all take on any other quarterbacks that's coming out?
Even say the Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter. What's up with that? That's the number one. That's the number one corner on the board right now. Travis Hunter.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Yeah, he is the highest on the board because and plus he plays both sides of the ball. I was just showing a little bias on my boy Will Johnson. Damn, Tweety. University of Michigan, go blue. But you're right.
That's right.
I miss Hunter, and Hunter is very big. He will be one of the best players in this draft for sure.
Yeah, like Martin say, Cam Ward. Yeah, you can't sleep on him. You can't let him walk by you. You got to take Cam Ward. But Travis Hunter. You saying best corner, but the Browns are projecting him as wide receiver, Tweety. So I understand he can play both sides of the ball, but he's gonna have to make a choice. They're not gonna let him do both. They're not gonna let him do both. Not unless it's pinch time or something else. Some shit happens where everybody depleted. So they're not gonna let him do it, and the Browns gonna use him as a wide receiver. Unfortunately, the Browns have number 2, and that's where we're gonna have to see him go.
I would rather see him go to the Browns than be a corner because they ain't got no fucking quarterback. So why go to the Browns and get throw you the ball and play receiver? Go ahead, Q. You got it.
Yeah. But the most intriguing thing is going to be what the Giants do. The Giants.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Fuck up shit for years, but it matters in this point because if they do the right thing, which they should draft either Abdul Carter or either Shedeur Sanders. That should be the first 2 on their list. But I think they should go with Abdul Carter because you just can't take away that pass rushing. Go with him. But Who knows? They were talking about trading their pick. You know, who knows what these clowns gonna do? You know, who knows what they're gonna do? So we'll just have to see.
What your thoughts? They signed already for this offseason. They signed Winston, right? And they signed Russell.
Yeah.
They quarterbacks for the Giants. But
they're going defense.
Giants gonna do what Giants do. Giants gonna do what Giants do.
They're going defense this year. They're going defense. To Tweety's point, I think they picked up 2 quarterbacks. The safer play is to play one of them, and not have to go through and endure a rookie quarterback, and then staff up the defense, or either trade that for picks. And get more picks.
I got news for all y'all. The Giants gonna fuck this pick off the same way the Raiders gonna fuck their pick off. I mean, goddamn, we do this shit every fucking year. Both of them is gonna fuck both of their picks off. I mean, and it's gonna be the same old story. Hey, this is a fucking rerun. I know what I'm watching. This is a fucking rerun for me. I don't know.
Hey, we got a new general manager. We got a new coach, and we're gonna get Ashton Jeanty. Jeanty is coming to the Raiders this year. Thursday, book it.
Y'all gonna trade up for that?
Okay.
No, he comes at 6. We get him at 6.
They got Jacksonville. They have Jacksonville getting Jeanty at 5.
They ain't gonna do it. They gonna fuck it up too.
What's gonna happen, Mark? You right.
They're
gonna be holding. They're gonna be holding on Jeanty. They're gonna go at 5, and their whole draft will be fucked up.
That's always.
They're damn. They got our man. Right?
No, then we're gonna get Will Johnson. Then we're gonna go Michigan.
No, But let me tell y'all need a quarterback. I mean, let's just keep it real. Man. We all know the Raiders need a fucking quarterback, but once again, they is not gonna draft a quarterback because they're gonna roll with who? Wait, who y'all just pick up?
Geno Smith.
I'm embarrassed to say it.
Geno Smith.
Who?
Geno Smith.
Okay, well, Geno ain't bad.
Come on now.
Geno ain't bad, but to build with a bad team, Geno ain't gonna be shit with a bad team. He got to have some talent around him, and y'all got rid of all your talent. So I'm just saying. But we got to see how it goes. We got to see how it goes.
If it ain't Jeanty, it's going to be Shedeur Sanders if he's not going at 6.
Oh, no. Please.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
We got to get a man a good start.
You trying to apply logic to some silly motherfuckers. They ain't going to be that logical. I've been watching this shit for years. Yeah, it ain't happening like that.
But I will say, after Ward and Sanders at quarterback, the other quarterbacks really don't do nothing for me. I mean, that boy Dart from Ole Miss, I'm not sold on him. I'm sure not sold on Melrose that can't throw the ball for Alabama.
Yeah.
Quinn Ewers, they are big on Quinn Ewers, and Quinn Ewers, to me, no, he is not that guy. He is not that guy from Texas. So if you don't get Shedeur or you don't get Ward, I really think teams should hold off on other quarterbacks. Yeah. But of course, they're going to fuck up and pick some of these quarterbacks. You already know that.
But Dart has moved up.
Yeah. They said Dart is moving up the charts.
And they said the word is he surpassed Shedeur.
Yes.
With the word on the street, which is some crazy shit. And I'll tell you, Shedeur is getting blackballed because of who his daddy is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ties and understanding daddy has of the league. And number 2 thing is, his daddy is very flamboyant, so his kid's gonna be a little bit flamboyant. So they're holding that against him because there's nothing that turns off the larger part of America more than a flamboyant black person that's cocky and exactly. Talks a lot, that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I think he's being chastised for that. But when you look at all of them, you look at the stats he compiled over his time while he was in college, ridiculous. That boy threw 134 touchdowns and only 28 interceptions over the course of his entire career, with a 71% completion percentage.
Yeah, and no offensive line in his last year. Man, we seen him get his ass kicked that last year, man. Yeah, and he still was making plays.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what you want in the NFL.
So the question is this: who do you all? This is the last question before we transition out of our discussion here. But who do you all have as the quarterback that's going to be the quarterback that's the best out of the draft when it's all said and done at the end of next season?
I got it for 4th round when we pick Will Howard from Ohio State.
Oh, you know what? Hey, boy, you a silly motherfucker, boy. Hey, you was really funny because, Are you fucking serious? Will Howard is straight garbage. He is straight garbage. And
oh
if
my
you
God.
talking about,
Ohio
you know what?
State.
You're right. Y'all will pick up Will Howard.
They need him, Martin. What you talking about?
Y'all will pick up Will Howard
Kelly.
because he's signed
back another 100 years.
Another overrated quarterback. He is overrated.
100%. That's what they're gonna pick up. Will Howard.
Yeah, I'm right. You're right.
With Chip Kelly as our offense coordinator. Write it down, book it.
That's one we like right
there.
Will
Howard.
Okay. All right.
Martin, what do you say?
I hate to go with the obvious. But I'm gonna say Ward. I think Ward. I mean, he probably gonna end up with probably Tennessee or The only thing I have a problem with that is talent around him. I don't know how much talent gonna have around him. But because like I say, between him and Sanders, outside of them, I don't see nobody else really showing me anything that they're talking that they're high on. So I hate to go with the obvious, but I can't pick them other guys because them other guys are straight garbage to me. So
I agree. What you think, Quentin?
I want to pick Sanders, but I'm not for sure if he's going to get the playing time that Cam Ward. But I'm gonna still go with Sanders. I'm gonna go with Sanders. Something at the bottom just isn't his DNA. That he just got a football DNA, and I'm gonna roll with him.
Yeah. You know something? I'm going to round it out. I'm going to say Sanders as well. I think one of the things that they've had a lot of talk, his arm strength and he can't do this, can't do that. One thing that actually makes you successful in the NFL, Drew Brees being the testament to it, it's not about arm strength, it's about accuracy and it's about anticipating your pass. Shedeur does both of those well. If he works on not holding the ball so long, Shedeur's going to be the man at the end of the season. And I think he's going to be a very successful quarterback in the league and potentially a Hall of Fame level quarterback. And I think Cam's going to be good too, but I take Shedeur.
It depends on where you go. If you go to the Saints, he's going to be good. If you go to the Giants.
If you go to the Raiders, he's going to be fucked. If you go to the Giants, he's going to be fucked. Right? So it means
we got him.
Means a lot where you go.
We got him. We got the GOAT with him. We got the GOAT with us. He going to get him right.
Yeah,
Y'all got John Elway?
No. Shit. Let's not start that.
Well, shit. Well, don't start no bullshit then. Don't start no bullshit. Well, come on with it.
Let's not start that bullshit. We'll never get out of here. All right, we got to transition on. So we talked the NFL. Hey, we got more NFL coming for you on our first live podcast coming up on Thursday. We're going to be doing simultaneous with the draft. So please tune in and watch us then. But for today, we're going to transition. We're going to talk a little bit about that round ball. And you know where we're going to start? We're going to look at both conferences. We're going to start in the West. You know why? Because Tweety's boys are in trouble. But we're going to start with them first. And let's talk about what we've seen in that Lakers and Minnesota series. Second game tipping off tonight in about an hour. What do you think, Tweety? We're going to go to you first.
Relax. Relax. He just had a bad game.
Oh boy, you was funny.
We just had a bad game. We just had a bad game. That's it. I mean, but when we got three players, Rui, Smith, and Vincent, that only hit 8 points, what can you do? What can Luka do? He had 37, and the King, LeBron had 19 points. Yeah. But we're gonna win tonight. We're gonna get control of it. We're gonna have the series tied up 1-1, and we're gonna do this thing.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Me and Q sat there and watched the game together, and I can tell you what I saw that you can't fix and you can't lax about is the fucking defense. They was lining up and they were ISOing Luka's ass, and they were running screens to get Luka on the player, whoever had the ball, and then they were running action going straight downhill, and the Lakers collapsed on the drive, and it was wide open threes. Now, if that's their strategy again, JJ better come with some shit, because that's their strategy again. Then fucking Ant-Man gonna knock their ass out tonight. They're gonna be down 0-2, and 0-2. You know what happens then, right? Yeah. Fucking series is over.
Yeah. We still gonna win 7.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, and that's the knock on Luka. That's the knock on Luka. Defense. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm gonna tell you this: if McDaniel scored another 25 points tonight, and that boy Reed scored over 20 points tonight, Lakers might be in some motherfucking trouble. I'm just saying they might be in trouble.
They're not gonna do it because they're not gonna do it.
I know for sure the King gonna show up tonight. He gonna show up and do his thing. But to me, their problem wasn't they're scoring too much. It was their defense. Their defense was horrible game one. If they come out with that, with that same strategy on defense, they're gonna be in some trouble. I'm just saying.
And look, and the thing is this: they overplayed Ant-Man for the sake of letting other people score. Now you let Ant-Man go, you might really be in trouble. I mean, they're playing with some fucking fire. Yeah. In this series. Go ahead, Q.
Look. Early in the season, when they first made the trade, we praised JJ for the defense. And we said that what he was doing was clogging the lane and letting them shoot the threes. Well, in this series, that defense is kicking your ass now. Because them guys actually hitting the fucking threes and it's causing us problems. You know what I'm saying? I still got the Lakers. I think they can pull it off. I don't think we've seen the Lakers' best, but I'm telling you, we're going to have to close out better on them fucking perimeter shooters on this one because that shit right there. But in the same token, when you do that, they walk down the lane on you. So the Lakers got a real fucking problem. They got a real problem.
That's what happens when you trade for Luka, and that's something that you're bringing in. You took away your guy that was in the paint. And he was a stopper in the paint, and then you bring in a guy that's all offense and no defense. So this is what you gotta expect. Y'all did it to yourself.
They tried to plug the hole. They tried to plug the hole, but the motherfucker failed the test.
Here you go. I'm about to give you the first radical take of the night. I started off and I picked the Lakers, and I'll go down with that shit. But what I'm gonna tell you is, fucking Minnesota's gonna win this series. Minnesota in 6. Hey,
flopping ass.
Minnesota, you heard it here first. Minnesota's gonna fucking win the game tonight.
They gonna win tonight? Ooh, that's cold.
Right I'm telling you.
No, fuck that's
that. Cold right there.
No, they ain't.
Minnesota win the game tonight. Hey, we want radical.
I know who's in trouble. The fucking Bucks. The Bucks is in trouble like a motherfucker. But I'm sorry, we jumping ahead.
Hey, now we're gonna go to. Now let's move on. You need to take some Lakers or not. We're gonna move on to the next series in the West. Next series in the West is probably the best series in the West. We're talking about the Clippers and the Nuggets. Mark, go ahead and run it. What you think about that?
Hey, I told y'all a couple months ago. I said that man is called Kawhi motherfucking Leonard, and that boy stepped it up yesterday. I mean, I'm just saying, 39. He shot 15 of 19, and hit big shots down the stretch, but not just his offense. See, this is where we get things messed up. We're talking about the best players and this and that.
Boy, that's West Coast motherfucker though. You West Coast motherfucker tweeted him. He don't look at offense. Go ahead, Martin.
He go both ways, and the boy defends and plays defense. So
we just talking about basketball.
By far, I'm tired of people telling me that Joker is the best player on the floor because that's a goddamn lie. You know what the best player on the floor is? It's Kawhi motherfucking Leonard because he's playing both sides of the ball. And yesterday, he showed that yesterday. If he can keep that up, because the other players, oh boy Powell, he really played good until like the last couple minutes of the game. Hart was kind of quiet, this and that, but they still got that W. Yes. I think the Clippers gonna beat them boys.
And they're going home.
Clippers gonna beat them boys.
And they're going home.
Yeah. All right. Clippers gonna beat them.
Mark.
Yes.
You know good and goddamn well them goddamn them motherfucking Clippers ain't shit. Okay. I don't give a fuck if they won or not. They gonna go back home. They gonna win a game and even this shit up and get right back.
Okay.
You talk about Kawhi being the best player on the floor. He just ought to be. The motherfucker only play motherfucking 10 games a fucking season. He ought to be fucking healthy enough to play. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
What I'm gonna tell you is this. For that one, if you watch the first 2 games, the biggest part of the game has been turnovers. The Clippers had 20 turnovers, therefore got up less shots in game 1, they lost. Denver had 20 turnovers, got up less shots, missed free throws, therefore they lost. But I would tell you this, if the Clippers control the turnovers, number 1, and number 2, they got to get a little bit more buck on the boards. I'm sticking with my Clippers pick. The Clippers will win this motherfucker in 6.
Clippers will win this
motherfucking game series in 6.
I picked the Clippers too. I picked the Clippers to win in 6 also. I did.
Did you?
I did.
Yes, you did.
Win this series.
Oh, fuck that. Denver gonna win this series. Fuck yeah. You know what? I got y'all. Denver, let's go.
Okay.
Right. Hey. I'm gonna go back to the defense part. I'm telling you, the Clippers did a good job of putting Joker in some action, making him move around and play some defense. I'm telling you, this shit counts now. This shit counts. You gotta play motherfucking defense. You can't be considered one of the best players. Oh, he's one of the best players, but he ain't playing a motherfucking defense. Can't move his motherfucking feet. Please, I'm telling you, that's gonna cost them. I'm telling you, that's gonna cost.
You know who's gonna cost Denver to lose?
Who is that?
Russell Westbrook.
Nah,
he gonna give away one. He gonna give away one. He's not gonna. He gonna give it away.
Russell Westbrook been big down the stretch of these games.
I'm not. Look here.
That's for 2 games.
You hate because he was with the Lakers.
Yeah, I don't like that mother.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about Russell. I'm gonna tell you one thing about Russell Westbrook because I'm not really a big Russell Westbrook fan. But the one thing I know for sure, ain't nobody playing harder than Russell Westbrook. I mean, nobody's playing harder than him. Right. When he plays 100% all the time. He goes at it, and that's what Denver needs. I mean, and he will have some bad plays, but he gonna make up for it down the road because with his effort and everything else. So no, I think you're wrong about that, Tweety.
I think he'll get some big turnovers. He gonna give some turnovers at the end of the game to lose it for Denver.
I agree. He'll get some turnovers.
He do.
He's gonna be 100% good. He's gonna be 100%. His effort gonna cause some bad plays. But what I would tell you, when you weigh it all out, I think his effort outweighs bad plays. So I think he's gonna be pivotal. But I think with the Clippers going home, and now you're gonna have the role players all play better. Besides just Kawhi, you're gonna have Harden and all them step up too. And like you said, the sleeping giant, he hit a couple of shots yesterday, but he hadn't scored like he scored during the season. So the Clippers got something for your ass when they get back. But Donovan ain't played good. The Clippers are gonna win that series.
The Clippers are gonna split just like they split in Denver. They barely pulled that game off. Come on, man. Come on. I don't know what y'all watching.
We ain't talking about that double machine. Zubac in that middle. He gonna get you a double every game.
Zubac doing his thing.
He killing your boys' ass. He killing the Joker's ass.
Yeah, he ain't killing them, but he doing his thing. He making them work. I ain't gonna say killing them. He making them work.
You come across like a hater. So before you come across and look like too much of a hater, we're gonna move on to the next game.
Yeah.
Next one. I know this one we want to talk about. I know this one is high visibility. Hey, does Houston have a chance, or is this one going to be Butler, playoff Jimmy, and Steph running away with it?
Let me go on this one because I've been waiting to talk about this. Golden State took care of their business. They did. Curry hit big shot to big shot. Butler did his thing. And the one thing, Houston shot the ball horrible. They shot the ball horrible. Curry and them did their thing. But the one thing I tell you, the one thing I like, what I see from Houston, the way they played defense, because they only gave up 95 points. The way they played defense and then their lineups. They played that big lineup, and that gave Golden State a lot of problems. They out-rebounded them 52-36. They had 22 offensive rebounds. They just couldn't put the ball in they couldn't throw the ball in the ocean yesterday. So, but what I'm telling you is, if they keep that strategy, them shots are going to fall. And Curry and Butler, they can't play much better than that. It was a 3-point game. As bad as they shot the ball, it was a 3-point game with like 3 minutes left. So I'm looking at Houston, and I'm going to get my bold prediction. This is my bold prediction right now. Houston's going to win this series. Let's go.
I don't know about play better than that. They always do. They always do every game. What you mean they can't play better than that?
Curry. No. Trust me. Some of them shots that Curry was hitting yesterday,
he hit them all the time.
Let him keep on taking those shots. But what I'm telling you is, he shot the ball good. He did. He shot the ball real good. And Houston shot the ball horrible. And it was a 3-point game with 3 minutes left.
It's the playoffs.
What I'm telling you is Houston gonna start hitting some of these shots because they was getting some easy looks too because they was pounding Golden State in the paint. They outscored them in the paint. They out-rebounded them. The only thing they couldn't do, they just couldn't hit no shots. These shots are going to fall this second game. And one thing for sure, game 2, Houston booked that one for sure. Houston going to win game 2 for sure. Let's go.
I'm going to say this. Fatal flaw for Houston has been this all season. I think what happens is they don't have another reliable 20-point scorer besides Sengun. that's where they're gonna have a problem. I think that in the offseason, because they're gonna lose to Golden State. I think that's what they got to go out and solidify. Hey, I respect their defense, but I don't think they're gonna have enough offense to be because Golden State is one of the top defensive teams also. So I don't think they're gonna be able to draw up enough points to be able to get a win. Not to win the series, I mean.
Right, Houston only scored 85 points. Come on now.
And they gave up 95. They gave up 95 when Curry and Butler played really good games.
Okay.
So think about that.
Why are we discrediting the Golden State's defense? You give no credit to Golden State defense. You want to say, oh, they shot so bad. Golden State played them motherfuckers good. They played them real good, cuz.
What I'm telling you is, when you out rebound opponent the way they just did, and they had 22 offensive rebounds, they were missing a lot of easy shots because they was getting rebounds around the basket. They just couldn't make the easy buckets. I'm telling you, the buckets gonna fall. They had 22 offensive rebounds. 22. Okay. And Adams came in. Hey, please
Adams definitely gave them some stability.
Because Adams was killing them. Adams was killing them on the boards and everything else. Watch. Book that one.
It ain't gonna be
hey, don't you know Curry owned the Rockets?
Okay.
I'm just leaving it like that. Curry owned the Rockets.
He didn't own them that day he had the 3 points, did he?
Yeah.
Right. He had 3 points the last game of the regular season. But
all right, hey. So Martin holding tight.
He was tight. He waited for this playoffs.
Martin's holding tight with his prediction. He's going Houston as he did from the beginning, and the three of us are all going to Golden State. I like Houston, but I don't think they have enough. I don't think they have enough to get by Golden State.
Nope.
Golden State wins this one in probably 5. Book that.
Shit.
Book that. Go put some money
6, but but they definitely gonna.
All right. Close out the West. I'm gonna make this one easy. I'm gonna get my thought out the way early. This is gonna be a fucking sweep. Memphis has no heart.
No.
Memphis has no ability to stop. They're as we sit here now, we're recording. They're down 18, about to get beat again. Game number 2. After getting beat by 50. If that wasn't enough to wake you up and get you to come out and play harder, then nothing's gonna work. They're gonna get swept. So get the broom out. That motherfucker's over.
It ain't too much to talk about this series. I mean, this motherfucker is over. The one disappointing thing today that I was disappointed in is my boy Ja. He just didn't come out. He came out and he wasn't aggressive at all or nothing. He was kind of like nonchalant. After losing by 50 points, he should have came out, being aggressive, this and that. So, you know what? Fuck Memphis. They going home in 4. It's a wrap.
Yeah, I'm down with that too. Fuck them.
You beat me by 50, I'm going to come out and be ready to fight the motherfucker.
Right.
Exactly.
Hey,
these motherfuckers.
What was that joke we saw? You did that in front of my kids?
Right.
Right.
I dare you whoop my ass like that in front of my kids. I think that's
checked out.
Perfect motherfucker. So,
yeah,
I think we're all in agreement. Go ahead, Tweet. You about to say something on that one?
No, it ain't nothing to talk about this series.
We close the door. We close the door.
No, we close the door on the motherfucker. I can't stand a motherfucker who act hard as core, and you can't walk that walk and be around here throwing hand grenades and gun signals and shit like that, motherfucker. And then you ain't got nothing to back it up. Give me a game to go behind that shit. Just don't give me that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
So he got a game to go behind it. It ain't
he got a game. He got a game.
It ain't showing up right now.
Don't get it
showing up right now.
Hey, don't get it twisted. He got a game.
Where is it at?
He's not showing up this series. He's not showing this series.
I agree. Showing it all year.
Moving on to the East.
Let's go.
Beast in the East. We're gonna start just on the one that I think is probably going to be the best series as we close out the Eastern Conference on the Eastern side. Hey, Detroit and the Knicks. I know Martin and Gwen, I had a little debate about this earlier, so I'm gonna turn it over to y'all to start this one off, and then me and Tweety jump in. What you got?
Go ahead, Q. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You want me to start it off again?
Yeah, start it off.
You like to go second. You like to go second. I see. So what much to say? We almost have beat your ass twice. You luckily skated away the first game because we had some fucking turnovers, But second game, we whooped that ass. And guess what? Stewart wasn't even the game. That motherfucker that you call Big Cat, Big Sissy mother, Big whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Let's not get into the name calling. Let's talk keep it in the game.
Exactly. Well, Big Cat got D'd up by Tobias Harris.
Yep.
Now we all done wrote Tobias Harris off. But how he out there D'ing up Big Cat? How in the fuck do that happen? How the fuck did that happen?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Your boy didn't score a goddamn basket in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Went over there to hide in the corner, left it off for Brunson.
Right.
We was a man down and we whooped that ass, Martin.
Okay.
You should know that them Knicks is done.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. The first two games, hey, I gotta be 100% honest with y'all. Hey, the Pistons has controlled both games. They have controlled both games. They really have. But the only problem that I'm gonna tell you that you're gonna have is that with them controlling both games, the Knicks was able to come back. Even yesterday, they after the Pistons controlled 3 quarters and most of the fourth quarter, the Knicks were still able to tie the game up at 94-94, and y'all scored the last 6 points. And the first game,
you know what?
And the first game, the exact same thing happened. So what I'm telling you is, the Knicks have not played good yet, and I give Pistons credit for that. But you shouldn't be feeling good because in both games, the Knicks, as bad as they played, they still had a chance to win both games.
I shouldn't feel
I'm just
good.
telling you,
a team that ain't won a playoff game since 2008, and we shouldn't feel good at Detroit people. Get the fuck out of here. You got to be out of your fucking mind. Look, I'm telling you, these boys is ready for your boys. And I don't care all that bullshit you talking. It do not matter. These Pistons is ready for that ass. You be ready for it.
I got all that to say about it. All that loud talking. Go ahead, Mark. Let you finish up.
You know what's wrong with?
I'm done.
You know what's wrong with Detroit fans? I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with Detroit fans. Because even with like the Lions and the Pistons, they having a good year. I gave them credit having a good year for this and that. But they get too fucking excited, too fucking quick. I told them about we're gonna have the Lions. I said, calm y'all ass down. But no, the Lions, we gonna win the Super Bowl, rah, rah, rah. I told you what's gonna happen with them, and it says it's gonna happen to these goddamn Pistons. But you know what? Y'all had a good year. Y'all should be saying, we had a good year, this and that. But y'all rah, 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 like y'all about to win a fucking championship. Calm down. Just calm down.
I didn't say a championship. Beat the Knicks.
All right,
let's go.
Let me weigh in on this. What I would say is this. You can't count you ain't won a playoff game since 2008 when you ain't been to the fucking playoffs, right? You gotta be in the playoffs and be playing games for you to say, we ain't won since 2008. So when they throw that stat out, that's a bullshit stat. What I'm gonna tell you is this: if the Knicks are going to make it past, the Pistons for real. Cade I watched him yesterday. He's a beast. His ability to be able to push the ball to the floor by himself and go 1-on-2, 1-on-3, and get to the basket, incredible. I would tell you, I'm surprised. I lost my money yesterday because I bet on your boy going under 14.5. He scored 15 on me, a half a point. And I got this motherfucker texting me. Like, motherfucker, I lost money on this. You text that nerd, be texting me about the shit. 4 times.
Talking about sure bet. I was like, not today.
Anyway, half a point. But anyway, what I would say is if you're a cat, then you got to come out more like the lion cat rather than the kitty cat. You got to come out and you got to be demanding the ball. You can't. He's nowhere to be seen. Not only did he not score in the fourth quarter, Q, he didn't even take a shot. If you're the second best player on the team and you are the second option on the team, there's no excuse for you not taking a shot.
He had a bad game.
You cannot make it. You cannot make the shots, but you got to take them. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So you got to take the shot. I think this series.
Well, I hate to cut you guys off, Rodney. I'll let you wrap up your thought, but we are on overtime.
on the NBA part 2. Wow.
Yes, we're a lot overtime.
Well, so let's do this. I'll finish up and just say, I think the Knicks hang in. Let's very quickly. We got 2 minutes to go through and say the other two. I'll say real quick. I think Boston too much for Orlando. Orlando don't have enough scoring.
Nothing to talk about.
I think Banchero and Wagner played their best, and they still came up short. And Boston's going to win that series easy, probably 4-0, 4-1. And then I think Milwaukee is probably on the brink of getting swept. I don't know if I heard Dame played tonight, but I think Kuzma will probably still off tonight. Kuzma, who this motherfucker talking about was going to be a star. Kuzma ain't did shit.
The Pacers, I knew with Dame coming back tonight, he ain't played this whole time, and then him coming back, that kind of throws the chemistry off of the team. But I'm gonna go back to what I said probably on the last podcast. When you change offense for defense or defense for offense, that's what they did. They went from a defensive team to go into getting offensive players, and that's gonna cost them because they playing Indiana style of basketball. Indiana, all they want to do is score, and they ain't playing no defense. But the Bucks ain't playing no defense. They in trouble.
All right, really quickly.
But I'm still gonna go with my Bucks. I picked them in the beginning, so I'm gonna stick with them. I ain't no flippy flop washy.
Wow. Me
going
too. I'm gonna stick with them.
Still going with them.
Damn. I'm gonna roll the ship down.
Ride down with the ship.
Hey, you riding your Knicks to the fucking Flames.
Hey, look. But
it's 1-1.
To that point by Tweety, I am a flippy flop fan. I'm a flippy flop fan. I'm going with fucking the Pacers. The Pacers won that series in 5.
Well, guys, I think that's all we have time for today. I know we are a little over time. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Just write your comments down below. I know we have to fit a lot in, a longer session. So let us know down below your thoughts on today's session. We'd love to hear it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button as always if you want to see more podcasts like this. And we hope we get a chance to see you in our next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.
What up,
Thank you. Hey, live on Thursday.
Pistons.
Get there, baby.
Kicking Knicks.